For our last example of section 1.3, example 3, we are going to learn now to find inverses algebraically. So it's a three-step process. So in this process, we are going to, in step 1, set y equal to f of x. Second, we're going to switch x and y because remember, to find inverses of functions, we switch the input and the output. And then we finish by solving the equation for y. So instead of just solving for x and leaving the variables the way they were on, as we did in step 2, here we're solving the equation for y. We're going to switch those variables. So let's begin. Let's go to the next page. And example 3 says find the inverse of f of x equals 4x minus 9. Well, step 1 said to set y equal to f of x. Okay, so that's simple enough. Instead of f of x, we just say y equals 4x minus 9. Okay, step 2 was to switch x and y. Well, we can do that simply enough. And I'm going to use different colors just to illustrate a little better. We'll use a nice bright red. So we're going to put x over here and y over there and write down the rest of the stuff just the way it is. So y replaced by x equals, instead of 4x, it's 4y minus 9. So we replaced both of those x values. The last step, step 3, is to solve for y. So how do I solve this for y? Well, that means get y by itself. So to get y by itself, right now I have x equals 4y minus 9, so y most certainly is not by itself right now. I need to get rid of this 9, so we're going to add the 9 to both sides of the equation, leaving me with x plus 9 on this side. Don't say 9x. 9x means 9 times x. I want x plus 9. The 9's cancel, so I've got 4y on the right side. Then I need to get rid of this 4. Well, this says 4 times y, so to get rid of it, I need to do the inverse. I need to divide by 4. So divide by 4, and so I finish with y, which is now by itself, equals x plus 9 all over 4. And there is the inverse right there. Now, as we get a little more advanced, we will use an inverse notation. We say the inverse of f of x is called f of x with a little -1 right here. It looks like a negative first power, but it's just notation. That's f inverse of x. Okay? This is just the inverse of f when you see that notation. Okay? So we could call this equation f inverse. So the inverse of f is x plus y divided by 4. Okay? In this case, I think your book will leave this by like this right now. Either one of these is acceptable, however. And that's how we find the inverse, and we are done with section 1.3.